Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randall from Odds Jam back with you Saturday afternoon. Going to take a look, see if there are any bets out there for tonight that we can place, see if we can make a little bit of money. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. If you guys have any questions as you come in, feel free to throw those in the chat. I'd be more than happy to answer those for you. We're going to just take a look and see what's out there in terms of EV betting right now. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to turn the recommended filters on. I've got those on. Go ahead and do a quick refresh, see if we can see anything. Looks like there's a little bit of value out there in the NFL. We've got some player props here as well with a little value. Not much in the way of value outside of that. A little bit here on UTEP. We can take a look at that and see. Plus 115 on MGM. Average odds are plus 104. Taking a look at that just a little bit more, about an 11 cent difference there between kind of what the average odds are and what the best odds are. So Pinnacle's got that plus 103. BetOnline's got it minus 103. So a little bit split there. I'm going to probably pass on that game. Let's go ahead, though. I'm going to take a look. We'll turn off the recommended filters. Feel free, again, any questions, comments you've got. How are your bets going today? Anybody with any big winners? I know Alex had a very big winner on Texas. Nice cash there if you had the Longhorns. I can't think of their quarterback's name off the top of my head right now, but you've got to wonder if he doesn't get knocked out in the Alabama game, what happens? I think Texas wins that game. Texas probably still undefeated, and who knows? So could be a much different season for Texas had he not gotten knocked out in that game. So looks like here Notre Dame minus 4.5 has a little bit of value. Plus 105. I actually took BYU earlier whenever it was EV. So not going to bet this game. But again, this is just a good example of, how the lines move. Earlier BYU was an EV play. Now Notre Dame's an EV play. So markets are always shifting. That's going to happen when you place these bets and you lock these in earlier. Dave, hey, appreciate you commenting here. Let's see what you've got. Same game parlay, money line for the Mets, and Pete Alonso to record a hit. So, hey, this is a must-win game for the Mets. I didn't get to see the game today. Had to take my daughter shopping for some winter clothes. But it sounded like that Guardians game was very exciting. 15 innings there. I'm just going to pull up this Mets game and just see what's out there for anything in terms of a same game parlay. It looks like first half run line on the Mets has a little bit of value. These totals are just so low in playoff baseball. Under 5.5 on Bookmaker. Bookmaker actually has that juice to the over in that particular spot. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at that Mets game. And just see what's out there. This is a must-win for the Mets. So minus 167 looks to be the best odds. And then you said you took Alonso to get a hit as well. So we'll just take a look at that. Over a half a hit, minus 145 on DraftKings. So if you built that parlay on DraftKings, you definitely got some value in terms of the market. Assuming you built it on DraftKings and these odds were what they were. Certainly odds can move, so you may have even gotten better. But good luck on that same game parlay tonight, Dave. I do think that's a solid one to definitely bet there. Backs against the wall for the Mets, so got to have this one or it's all over. So let's see here. Let's turn the recommended filters back on. Feel free, guys. Any questions, comments, throw them in here. You want to talk games? Let's talk games. NFL tomorrow. Happy to share some insight. Happy to see if there's any value out there. Would love to talk sports. Air Force versus Utah over 53.5. Southern Miss versus Troy over 43.5, Phillies to win, and Pujols to record a hit. So looks like you got another parlay there. I think Pujols actually to get a hit was an EV play. Player bases on Prize Picks, minus 137. Oh, both on FanDuel. So that'd be player bases though. Although I guess if he gets a hit, he's probably going to get over a half of a player base. So over 53.5, Air Force, Utah, Southern Miss, and Troy, over 43.5, and then Phillies to win. I'll tell you what, I hope, Dave, your parlay hits just because you've bet some money on it. But as a Cardinals fan, I would love to see a game 3. But since you've got money on it, I'll root for you, Dave, and we'll root for the Phillies to win. I actually haven't bet that game, so let's take a look though and see if there's anything out there for the Cardinals game tonight outside of just that Pujols. We're going to see Arizona Cardinals stuff as well. But yeah, it looks like just Pujols on Prize Picks has a little bit of value. Brandon Marsh over a half a hit. Wow, that looks really, really good. Minus 110 on FanDuel. Bet Online's minus 133. Caesars DraftKings minus 170, minus 160 respectively. So that actually looks like a really good bet. Now that's not on the recommended filters, so do with that what you want, but that looks like a pretty solid play. Both of them on FanDuel. Steven, hey, no problem at all. Love doing these videos, love going live. I know it's the weekend. Everybody's probably watching these games, but I appreciate all of you that tune in, give some time here to tune in and let us kind of talk sports with you and see what's going on in the sports world. Came in late. Let's see. Mets money line is a solid single pick. Could use book boosts for that. Yeah. I mean, some of the books are offering, let me just see. I was on DraftKings. I just did a video a second ago on how to use a profit boost. I'm not sure. Let's see, promos here. Let's take a look. See, so profit boosts on DraftKings. So I actually just used this Notre Dame. It moved. We talked about that. I actually used my profit boost on DraftKings on BYU money line. So I don't see any profit boost for the baseball game tonight, but maybe Caesars, maybe Steven have something for baseball tonight. I actually have not taken a look to see. We can take a look real quick though and see if there's anything on these promotions. Again, if you don't have any of these books, feel free to check out the links below, get signed up for those. And you can take advantage of all of these sign up bonuses. So let's see. I was trying to see what Steven. Oh, okay, Steven. So Caesars has more college football boosts and parlays. Yeah. So looking at this here, I mean, this one's for tomorrow. First touchdown score market, 25-cent boost. College football parlay token. Same game parlay for the NFL. That's pretty good. I mean, you bet 50, you get 10. 33% profit boost on an NFL parlay. So that's nice. So yeah, Caesars is really good with the profit boost for sure. 25 to win 453. Dave, I hope it comes through for you. What book do you think offers the best promos? So I think honestly, it's probably a toss up between Caesars and DraftKings. I mean, DraftKings is definitely up their game here very, very recently in terms of promos. There's an MLB wild card same game parlay. Might have been what you were referring to there, Steven. Looks like that is, I think that's based on number of legs. So yeah, more legs you bet, the higher your boost. 33% on any same game parlay. Wild card parlay, 25% boost. So yeah, a lot of different options out there. But yeah, to answer your question, Isaiah, I mean, I think DraftKings and Caesars probably the two best books when it comes to promos. MGM though is pretty solid as well. I know they've had some good ones, but a lot of boosts with Caesars and DraftKings that are really worth taking advantage of. Zachary, thoughts on Alabama to score over 39.5 and win? So let's take a look. we can see what those odds are real quick here. So Texas A&M, Alabama. So what is it? Score over 39.5 and win. So I mean, the winning part seems to be a really good bet. If we look at this team total, though, we can see that Alabama's team total is 36.5. It is juiced to the over. So what, if you can tell me, Zachary, what is that promo? Like, what are the odds on that? If you can give that to me, I'll be able to help answer that a little bit better. But I mean, depending on what the odds are that you're getting for Bama to win, to score basically 40 plus, I do like it. And just kind of looking at these odds, but I'd be curious what the odds are because, like I said, this is juiced to the over, but it's also 3 points shy. Well, actually 4 points shy of what you need. So FanDuel has a 4-leg risk-free. Let's see. I did not see that. Let me log out real quick. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me log into FanDuel real quick. If FanDuel has a same game parlay, we'll put something together here on the stream and have a little sweat for one of these games. I did not check FanDuel promos today. I've been out for most of the day. So same game parlay, 4+ legs. So this is if only one of your legs loses. So it is risk free, but it's only if one of your legs loses. At least that's what mine is showing. Same game parlay for the NFL. Let me take a look. Let me go back to sharing my screen here while I'm looking at these promos. Taking a look at that. This is same thing here. Same game parlay, plus 400 or longer. If your bet wins or loses. So we'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and do this same game parlay. Why not? We'll see if we can build something here very quickly. It's just a risk-free $5 one for me. DraftKings is great for boosts. Bobby V definitely pulling for St. Louis. Bobby, thanks for checking in. I know I talked to you earlier today. Always love to see you here. Steven says for Isaiah, Caesars, FanDuel, BetMGM, and DraftKings are the 4 horsemen. Possibly win or points bet. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you, Steven, 100%. I don't have WinBet. I know WinBet is coming to Illinois very soon. So hopefully we can get that. Bobby's pulling for the Cards. DK had a great no score on the first drive. Yeah, that was a really, really good bet, Isaiah. Minus 220 down to even money. Very, very good. Zachary, plus 160 on that Bama. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping you would say plus money. I think that's a solid play. Depending on what you value basically 4 points at, I think that's a really good bet. Plus 160 for Bama money line and to score 40. I do like that. Now, I would be curious if Young is playing. Do we know? Is Bryce Young, is he playing tonight? Let's take a look. Injury status entering the game. Looks like they're going to hold him out. So, I mean, the backup's in tonight. I don't know that it really matters though, because they're probably just going to run the ball like they always do, and it's probably not going to matter. So, yeah, I think that's a solid bet. Plus 160. Dakota, I'm 2-3 with 2 bets left today. Need those 2 wins, or tomorrow's going to be a long day. Hey, it's only one day. All right. I've had a rough start to the day as well. I had LSU and I had Oklahoma. So take that for what that's worth. Absolutely awful. Steven, never take Caesar's first touchdown promos because I never know who to pick. Any input on that? I mean, the first touchdown is definitely, I mean, it's tough. I do have my anytime touchdown scorer model that I use, but it's not used for like a first touchdown. So, I mean, if I were looking at a game, I mean, this is just a total gamble. I mean, you're getting value. in placing the bet. I'm trying to think here. So Jags and Texans, Christian Kirk was one of my anytime touchdown scorers. So, I mean, I don't know if he scores the first one, so don't hold me to that, Steven. But I do like him to score a touchdown, so you can kind of take that for what it's worth. First touchdown score is just so tough. Because if Jacksonville doesn't get the ball first, then who knows? Who knows what happens? So, Zach, thanks for the insight. Yeah, no problem at all. Dakota just realized, that's me, Dakota. Glad we could get that sorted out for you. Definitely an issue that we wanted to get resolved with Caesar's odds being different up there in Ontario now. So happy to help you out, bud. Any profit boost you basically auto bet. For me, with the profit boost, like anything that is on this page, like a Big Ten boost pack, 33% profit boost on this Notre Dame game. Those are all any single game profit boost that I get, to answer your question kind of in short, how to win. Like I bet any of those single game profit boosts. The parlay ones are nice, but you certainly have to have a lot of things go your way. So to answer that, I basically just say anything single game where it's, one outcome and you get a boost. I do bet all of those. The thing with that promo, Steven, is it's one that everybody loves to bet. And so you're getting a little better value than what you should. But yeah, it's definitely, it's one that I typically don't bet myself. On Underdog, they have Mahomes 18.5 rushing boost. Not the best play, but over or under. Looking to pair with Breece Hall receptions, play with it. So let's take a look real quick. We'll get back. I know I'm kind of bouncing around. I like to get all your questions answered so you guys aren't sitting out there waiting. But we're going to do a same game parlay on FanDuel here in just a second. So give me just a bit here. What was the question again? Mahomes rushing boost 18.5. Let's take a look at that game. We can actually go in and look at it a little bit more rather than see if it's on the EV page. So rushing yards, let's see, Mahomes. So when I'm looking at this, it looks like the under is juiced. I don't know if I'd use the word pretty heavily, but it is juiced to the under, Hartnell. So if I were looking to bet this, the problem is if you're doing this on Underdog, you're going to actually be laying minus 137. So like you can see here on Prize Picks, minus 137, they've got it at 17.5. So you're actually taking a much worse number than what you should. But if it's a boost that you have to use to pair, then I would say I would lean to the under. If you have to pick one or the other, I would lean to the under based on the market. But just know you're taking a bad line, mathematically speaking, with that. Craig, up over 800, not 500, up over 800 for the day, just betting EV. Still more to play out. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Dave, since September 10th, 36 win, 29 losses. Sounds like you're doing well there as well. So awesome to hear. Stephen, giving Craig congratulations there. Keep it up. Stick to it. The EV betting, it's a long-term game. You can never get too high. You can never get too low. But the goal is to beat that closing line, and you are going to profit long-term. So let's see here. Hartnell, also they have Mike Evans at 5 receptions on Underdog. Any other play I should put with Mahomes boost and Breece over? I've been staring down that James Robinson 1.5 receptions or Trevor Lawrence 1.5 TDs. So let's take a look here. Then if you're just looking for something to pair it with here, Hartnell, we'll just look specifically at Underdog, and then everybody else stick around because we're going to jump to FanDuel. We're going to build a same game parlay here in just a second. So if you're looking for that, Hartnell, if you're looking to find something, it looks like Zeke. This looks really, really good. Zeke over 1.5 receptions. Minus 137 on Prize Picks. If you put it in like a 2-leg, Average odds are minus 161. Bet Online minus 180. Pinnacle minus 190, basically. Zeke over 1.5 receptions looks really, really good. Like really, really good. Daniel Bellinger under 2.5 receptions in the Giants-Packers game. That looks pretty good as well. I mean, average odds are minus 153. You're getting minus 137. You're getting a better number than any of the other books outside of Barstool. So definitely a really good bet there. And then Marvin Jones, looks like we got a split there on the over-under, so I don't like that. This Brandon Ayuk is one that looks pretty good as well. Minus 137, average odds minus 144. So you are getting, again, you're taking worse odds than the no vig, but you are beating the market. So that could be another one as well. And then Nico Collins under 3.5, little bit of value there. Cobb under 2.5, no value there in terms of the minus 137. So this Zeke one looks really, really good. Minus 137, no big odds, minus 145. Bellinger under 2.5, minus 137, no big odds, minus 141. So just to tell you that there, Hartnell, those would be my two. Bellinger under 2.5 catches and Zeke over 1.5. Those would be the two best bets that are out there in terms of looking at the market. So yeah, no problem at all. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll always love to help you out. So let's hop over here to FanDuel. Let me go ahead and clear my filters real quick. If you guys want to tail the same game parlay for tomorrow, feel free to do that. We're going to try to build it from the EV page. I don't know if we will have anything that's out there, but let me just look here. I'm going to change this here league to NFL. Try to build one here. So let's just see if we can find one with a common game. So Najee Harris under 2.5, Claypool over 2.5. And all right, yeah, let's do one here on this Steelers game. I like that. What do we need? We need 4 legs, and it needs to be plus 400 or longer. So let's go ahead. We're going to roll with the Steelers game. I actually like a side in that game, so we'll add that to it. So receiving props. Actually, let's go back. Same game parlay here. We're going to go with, let's take a look. We need to have Najee Harris under 2.5 receptions. Like that. I mean, let's just feed him the ball and have him run. Keep it low scoring. So where am I at here? Receptions. Do we not have? Let's see. Are they not going to let me do? Oh, okay. I don't know why it's not showing up. Total receptions, Najee Harris under 2.5. So we've got that. It's minus 113. Rest of the market, minus 140. Average odds minus 130. So we're getting a better number there. We're looking at Chase Claypool over 2.5 catches, minus 138. That's basically borderline in terms of value, but I do like it. So Claypool over 2.5 receptions. And then let's see what else we can find. Anything else in this Bills game? I don't see anything else in this Bills Steelers game. So let's go back here to the NFL. Let's just take a look at this. You can see here average odds for Steelers plus 14 is minus 110. I do like the Steelers tomorrow, so I'm going to add that. Again, we're not getting any real value with that, but we obviously need a leg, and they're not going to let us combine that unless, let's see here. Let us do that. Some of your selections can't be combined. All right, I guess since it's not coming from the same game parlay page, let me see here. So we're actually not going to be able to build one. Unfortunately, they're not going to allow us to put receptions in here. So let's just do this. I mean, we're just going to look at it as basically correlated. So Steelers plus 14, Claypool over 31.5 passing yards. This is definitely not an EV parlay because, again, they're not going to let me do that. Under 45.5, I mean, BetOnline's got the under 46 juice. Bookmakers got it juiced to the under. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw the under 45.5 in there. And then we need one more leg to make it worth what we need. So we'll go with Najee Harris over 53.5. And it looks like we've been logged out. So let me log back in real quick, stop sharing my screen, and we'll hit that. We'll hit that bet. And that'll be our same game parlay for tomorrow. I had different ideas, was hoping for it to be an EV parlay, but that's not going to be the case because we don't have enough bets. So we can't build something that's EV if we don't have enough bets. And just, of course, we've been logged out and it did not save anything that we did. So let's go back and do this again. So we need same game parlay. We're going with the under. We're going with the Steelers plus 14. We're going with Claypool over 31.5 receiving yards. And we're going with Najee over 53.5. So that's our same game parlay. Again, for me, it's just a $5 max. So we'll throw 5 on that. Feel free to tail that. Oh my gosh. Eligibility issue. We're not getting there we go. Location verified. Sometimes that happens. There was an error during placement. Go to my bets to see. Oh, okay. Well, gosh dang it. And it was not. So, all right. All right. Well, I'm not sure what is going on there. For some reason, this is not letting me place this bet. This is very, very frustrating. Okay, so I'm going to bet this when I get off this live stream. If you want to roll this with me, I'll do it on the app. I'm giving up on FanDuel. I'm tired of messing around with it. Is there any golf stuff coming up? I keep missing them. So golf, if you're looking for golf articles, we can take a look and see the golf news. I know we've got the odds. I haven't been paying any attention. I know this was, I think, a couple weeks ago. I'm not even sure. Is this the Shriners? So here's the golf article that we've got. Steven, looks like a couple of picks here as well. Cantlay tournament winner. I think he's leading, isn't he? Let's see. Yeah, Cantlay's got a one-shot lead. It looks like Sungjae M coming after him. So that looks like that was a bet. Sungjae M top 5. He's right there, plus 250. Taylor Montgomery plus 10. Don't see Montgomery. There he is, tied for 16th. So, I mean, he's one shot back, tied for 9th. So, yeah, Steven, check that out. I just found that article there under the golf there for you. Let's see here. Do you also look at college player props? Jahmyr Gibbs at 72.5 rushing yards, and it's looking solid. Let's see. I mean, some states don't have player props. I think I do here in Illinois. But we can see rushing yards. I mean, yeah, he's an absolute stud. What did you say? Over 72.5 yards. Looks like 69.5 juiced heavily. FanDuel's actually got it at 77.5. So, yeah, I mean, I'm only looking at 2 books because, again, some of these don't offer it. But this looks to be a pretty good bet, over 72.5 rushing yards. I mean, I'm assuming he ran for 200 last week. I can't imagine. I think that'd be a pretty easy number. And, if the backup's in, which it sounds like he is, they're probably going to have a heavy dose of the run game. So, glad to see it. Yeah, I do. I tried to do one on Thursday as well, and I couldn't even place it. Like, I don't know. I guess I'll log into my phone here very quickly and see. I mean, we've placed that bet now 3 times, so hopefully it didn't go through, but I guess it doesn't really matter if it did. So, yeah, it doesn't look like it went through it's not even on my active bets as well, so I don't know. I don't know what to make of that, but anyway, nonetheless. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look real quick. One last look at the EV page. Feel free. If you guys have any final questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to probably call it a night. Check here on the scores. Got UCLA +3. That looks really good. I'm liking that. Let's see, what else do I have? Western Kentucky +6.5. That looks decent. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get both of those bets that we placed. That'll put us back on the positive side for the day, and we'll be able to hopefully keep rolling. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I understand why they don't let you bet some of that, I guess, if it's correlated, but I don't know. It's so confusing. Maybe not even confusing, just irritating. Let's see here. Under 53.5 UTEP and La Tech. That starts right now. That would have been pretty solid bet there. Let's see here. Steven, do you have a lock of the night? I don't have a lock of the night per se. Let me look here at my list though and see what all I bet. So Steven, if you're looking for 3 plays that I like, and again, I don't know if these are EV or not. I know one of them was earlier in the week, but it's probably not now. But I do like Iowa State. We can check and see what that is. I know Iowa State was EV this morning. Really do like Iowa State. I took them +1.5. So I like that play. I like North Carolina State as well. They were, I believe, -3, 3.5. So -3, -110. I locked in NC State as well. And then Boise State is the other one that I like. So Boise State, I don't like Boise State at 8. I bet Boise State at 7. So looking at 2, I mean, NC State and Iowa State would be 2 that I like. So yeah, you know, those would be 2 plays that I like. Iowa State was an EV play. I actually like that just from a handicapping perspective as well. Looks like this one's changed. I actually got New Mexico +4 as an EV play. Looks like Wyoming -2.5 is now the play. So that sucks. Air Force, Utah State under 54.5. That one moved. Utah State +14. Here would be another one, Steven. But it looks like it's just moved as well. I did bet Utah State also was another play that I have. So yeah, Bob and Mike, I'm not sure if they're going live tonight or not. They may be playing at a gig somewhere. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Going to head upstairs, spend a little bit of time with the family, and I will be back tomorrow morning. So back tomorrow morning at probably 11 Eastern. Bobby V again. Fill me in. What? Oh, like Bob and Mike playing again? Is that what you're asking? Oh, no love for the dogs. Oh yeah, Fresno. Who does? Oh yeah, Fresno is at Boise. Yeah, I mean, we cashed UConn money line last week. I know I talked to you about that. We had UConn plus the points. Yeah, I'm going with Boise tonight. I like him at 7, but it's 8-9 now, so we'll see. I actually, one of the models that I use has Boise like -19, 20. So a lot of value on Boise. So that was why I chose to roll with that one. So yeah, I'm sure I'll talk with you later on tonight. We'll have a little text back and forth for your dogs out there in Fresno. So yeah, Steven, appreciate it. Always appreciate you guys tuning in. Bobby, you as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. Let's talk some NFL. Let's play some bets. And good luck on the rest of your bets tonight.